What's up, guys? Steve here. Got a update video. I'm going to do another unboxing video, and just kind of an update, kind of a catch-all video, I guess. Been real busy last couple of weeks. Going to have a little daddy moment right here, but you know, we play a lot of baseball, and my son plays 12 major competitive travel baseball, and their team right now is ranked #1 in the nation. And after this weekend, they went to Mississippi and won the Fall Nationals championship, and went 5-0, and had 3 shutouts. They pitched. My son, he pitches. He always pitches the game right before the championship game. So his job is to get us to the promised land, I guess you should say. And if that right there can happen, you know, we're pretty much unbeatable when we're on. And but they averaged about eight runs a game, and I think they allowed like .80. My son allowed 1 run in his game before the championship game. Batted about 500 for the weekend, almost 500. You know, he plays 50% of the time. He plays catcher, shortstop, second, first, third. He plays all the infield positions, and really proud of him and what he accomplished this year. Their fall, the total what they did this past year, they won the state championship here, and they turned around, and then they won some other major tournaments as well. And he's got All-State this past year selection, and but anyway, he's done really good. I'm really proud of him. We do a lot of work, do a lot of hitting, a lot of defensive drills, and just overall just really happy. Proud of him. You know, he's happy. Kind of banged up a little bit. He's got an issue going on in his heel. I think he's just growing. But anyway, you know, just like I said, I'm just having a little daddy moment, and just want to share with you guys, you know, what's been going on, because I've been kind of hit or miss. I did some trade videos, and I got a lot of response from some people. Did a lot of trades, sold a lot of books. Because what I'm doing is I'm trying to flip some bunch of doubles and triples that I have, and try and get books that I don't have. And I think that's the key to what everybody's trying to do. Because my collection room is not the biggest room, and I'm kind of running out of space, and you know, long boxes take up a lot of space, even the drawer boxes, and that's what I like to use. So and also what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be a little more focused. I'm really trying to complete my Iron Man run. I'm down to maybe about 40 books left. You know, I've completed Captain America and some other ones this past couple years, and I'll get on something, and then I'll find deals on something, and I'll end up getting it on something else. You know, find a lot of books or whatever. I'm still going to do that, but I'm just going to be trying to be more disciplined and try and get this Iron Man run knocked out. So but anyway, let's get to it. I'll show the books that I got. I'm not a real patient person, but since we were out of town a lot, these right here kind of piled up on me. Got 1, 2, 3, and then this big boy right here. This is the main supplier that I buy a lot of my back issues from. But so we'll kind of get into it with some of these smaller ones. We'll leave that right there for right now. Hope everybody had a good weekend. And I hope everybody got all the books and stuff they've been trying to get. You know, mailing envelope. Let's see how that. And I'll tell you something too. You know, this guy here that I buy a lot of my books from, I'm getting real irritated with the post office. I actually sold something on here, and it was going to Connecticut, and from here it goes to a Memphis, Tennessee hub. And but anyway, they end up, instead of sending it to Connecticut, they sent it to Honolulu, Hawaii. So that's where it is right now, and it's on the ship back because they ship stuff in containers back. It doesn't go by plane when it goes overseas like that. So not real happy about that. And then the same hub, this right here goes through Memphis, and this is something that I ordered a week ago, and I still haven't got the package that I ordered 2 weeks ago that's about the same size as this. It's still sitting in Memphis, so I'm nervous that that damn box ended up going to Hawaii or some crazy place. Undoubtedly somebody there is not doing their job. I had to file a complaint and all that. So, all right, this is our nightmare right here, right, guys? Look here. Okay. This is what they sent as a backer board right there. Unbelievable. I mean, at least they were bagged and board. But all right, here's what I did. And I mean, I got a good deal on these. I think I got these books for less than, let me back up a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. I think I got these books for less than $10 for all of them with shipping. But the books in the back are the ones that I wanted. So I found these here to kind of offset paying, you know, $5 for shipping. So I got Strange Tales 176, the Golem, the thing that walks like a man. I got 174. Then here is, bam, Marvel Team Up number 4. This is probably a fine condition, probably. You know, there's some, you know, Marvel chipping here. For most part, it's a pretty good looking book. And Marvel Team Up number 3. This one's got a date stamp right there. So it's not bad. It's good enough. I don't mind date stamps. You know, it kind of tells me, you know, the date. I don't mind that ever, you know. But anyway, I'm down to needing one Marvel Team Up, and that is number 24. Got Brother Voodoo. So I'm all right with this. Looks like nothing was damaged too much. So I just don't understand people not packing stuff right. I just did I just sent Running with Comics his contest winnings that he won from me, and he's like, man, at the tape, you know. But my thing is I want to tape them in there where they don't move around. This looks like it might be done pretty good, maybe. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Let's see, I'll open this up. These are pretty good. Got Iron Man number 318. Got Iron Man 317. And 262. So like I said, I'm really working on my Iron Man run. Trying to get those knocked out. So probably a lot of these books, especially in these individual packages, are probably going to be Iron Man books. I almost pulled the trigger on Iron Man number 1 over the weekend, but decided not to. Okay. Bubble wrap. That's always like to see bubble wrap. Let's see here. Oh yeah. I like this seller. Look at this. He's got it in like a, you know, real hard Mylar type, real thick. Got it taped. if you're gonna do it, do it right. Man, you got this sucker. I think this is the best I've ever seen something packed. So sorry for all the noise, guys. All right. Okay, here's what I picked up from this guy. I picked up a special G.I. Joe Special Missions run. See? What it is, I've got most of these, but the latter ones are kind of hard to find, and they're hard to find for the right price. So I'm trying to get them as I can. Let's see here. But like a lot of these right here is going to be some doubles that I'll probably end up trading or whatever, give away. I don't know what I'll do with them. There's issue 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 22. See, that was one that I needed. 23, 26 was one I needed. I always was a big fan of the October Guard. I think Comic Quarter was talking, there's an annual that he likes. It's annual yearbook number 1 of G.I. Joe. But it was one of my all-time favorites. Just big time, as a kid, loved the G.I. Joe books. There's issue 11 was one that I needed. It's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I picked up, there's some individual ones here, 28. These are some that are harder to find. Kind of like, I'm trying to complete my Mark Spector Moon Knight run, and those last about 3 or 4 issues are real hard to find. One set, there's 17, there's 18, and 21. All right, now we'll get into the big box. So just kind of bear with me here. Like I said before in a past video, these guys are the deal here. I like how they pack everything. Everything is packed. That's how it comes usually. But my thing is, I would do more business with my local comic shop. But when you go in there to go, when you go into, buy back issues, man, you're gonna pay $4 or $5 a copy on some of these, and a lot of times you can get them online for 99 cents or $1. These books here, probably on average, probably 99 cents is what I paid for them, maybe, when it all came down to it. Always kind of like Christmas. And once again, some of these books here are going to be, they're going to be doubles, so I might have some more to trade. I know some of these Marvel team-ups that are in here are going to be doubles. But like I've said before, you know, whenever you go to buy, you know, these lots, a lot of times you can get, you know, you can turn around and get these books cheaper than you can buying them individually, you know, and get 12 books, you know. All right. Let's see what I got here. I'll try and get them in some kind of order. Okay. We'll get right to it. These are going to be in no particular order. Get that off there. We'll go through a stack at a time. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to get this camera. All right. Like I said, I'm completing my Marvel team-ups. Here's issue number 93. This is probably a VG book. You know, it's kind of a little. It's a little rougher than what I usually would like. You know, but it'll do for now. Elektra Saga, issue number 4, Frank Miller. Issue 3. Got issue number 2. And issue number 1. Once again, hitting the Conan's up pretty good. Here's issue 89 of Conan. You know, this is a good run to go get. Like I said, you can get these books really, really cheap. You know, I mean, when you start getting up there by, you know, issue 1 and all that, that's whenever they'll turn around and get a little more expensive, of course. But and really, that's not really that expensive, you know, issue 1. So there's 89, 88, 87, 86. Then I'm also hitting up Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. You know, this right here is, you know, I've got almost all of his Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think I need like issue 4 or 5 and then I think 16. But I can't get those, you know, for the price I want them. Every time I look, they're pretty high. And, you know, I just don't want to pay $25 for a book, you know, and I know I can get a little cheaper. But here's Sergeant Fury, issue number 145. And I got these in such a good deal, I really couldn't pass them up. There's 144, 141. I've really been buying a bunch of like war books. There's 140, 139, 124, 125. Some of these I'll have doubles of. 126, 127, 128. You know, love the wartime books. You know, anything with the, you know, Germany, Nazis. You know, Japan. Anybody that we were fighting. You know, that's why I've always been drawn to Captain America, Invaders, Avengers. You know, anybody that was doing, you know, doing the wartime books. You know, really, really liked them. You know. I always like the covers. There's 85 of Conan. Marvel Team Up 131, 130, 129, 128. There's 127 with the Watcher. Issue 126. 125 with Tigra. 124. 123. And Tom Ryan, he's not a new YouTuber, but he's been on it for over a year, but he just started getting back into it, and he's one of the guys that I'm going to do a trade with. He kind of said it best. You know, he said he felt like sometimes when he goes to these flea markets or whatever, he's on a comic book rescue mission, you know. Because, I mean, you look at these bags right here. I don't know if you can see them, but, I mean, man, they are rippling. You know, they're just breaking down. And you can see it good right there. But there's nothing like taking a book like this and putting it in like a new book or a new bag and board and you know, just preserving it, you know, taking care of them. There's a Marvel Team Up with Man Thing 122. This got a little slight spine roll. Marvel Team Up with the Werewolf. See, if you look, you know, looks like I got 2 copies of that. So this is actually, looks like it's a better copy. So good. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos 112. Got Baron Strucker. There's 113, 114, 115. Just a good looking, awesome covers. And also, you know, because of you guys, I've gotten into horror books more, you know, so I've been kind of picking up, you know, these ghost books and you know, Tales or the Unexpected and all that stuff. I'm just now getting into these, so, you know, my collection is expanding, I guess, on what I like. So there's 91 of Ghost. 147 of Unexpected. There's issue 20 of Weird Wonder Tales. I'm going to go on to this next one. Issue 116, Sergeant Fury. That bag is shot. Look at that. 134. 135. 136. You know, I hear about you guys having, you know, your comic book shops. I think Miski said that his had like a 10-cent sale on some certain back issues, and you know, I mean, I see what you guys are getting at flea markets. Our flea markets around here just don't have it. 137, 138, 146, 111, 110. Good looking cover. 109, 108, 106, 123, 122, 121, 118, 117. Go back to the Marvel Team-Ups. 98, 97, 94. Then I hit up some Sergeant Rock books. These are the ones that I really remember getting off the spinner racks when I was a kid. I always was a Sergeant Rock fan. Had the Sergeant Rock figures when I grew up. I don't have them now. I wish I still did because they're hard to find. So, you know, I got a good deal on these, so I picked them up. There's Sergeant Rock 369, 364. You know, there's always them kind of wandering into a Nazi trap. You know, there was always Germans, you know, waiting on them somewhere, you know. 362, 355. That's got a little bit of water damage in the corner, but pretty good looking. 353. Back to Sergeant Fury. 96. 95. 94. There's 93. 98. 99. Some idiot wrote Hickman across the front of it. Unreal. There's 101. This is actually a Pearl Harbor issue. So I guess it's going to show what they did during Pearl Harbor. Pretty cool. 104. 105. One more stack here, guys. This is about a 2-week lot right here that I got. I mean, you know. So 147, 148, 149, 150, 157, 156, 155, 154, 153, 151, 159. Now these are, for most part, are anywhere from VG to, some of them look like they might be even very fine. I mean, some of them are in really good condition. 160, 161. This right here is when I really want to try and rescue comic books. If you can see it, see how the yellowing on the tape. 162, 163, 164, 165. Then I got some Our Army at War featuring Sergeant Rock, 279. This one's really rough right here, 278. Yeah, this is probably the worst one out of the whole bunch right here. But it's all Joe Kubert art, you know, can't beat that. 274. 271. And I was talking to my guy that owns a comic shop. 269. That owns a comic shop that I always go to here locally, and he said that wartime comics, you know, a lot of those are you know, it's hard to find them in really good condition, especially the real older ones. But they turn around and you know, they're just real hard to find. They said because kids, they read them and read them and read them and read them. So 364, 373, 377, 378, 383, there's 403, 404, 405, 407, 406, issue 413, good looking cover, 412, 410, 409, and 408. See, I went by my comic shop and I got my regular pulls. I'll show those real quick. There ain't a whole lot of them. Got a Uncanny X-Force 11, Fearless Defenders 9, Captain America number 11. Can't wait to read this one here. See what direction they're going to go in. Infinity, Avengers issue 19, Wolverine 9, Daredevil 31, Infinity, Avengers number 20, A+X 12, there's Venom 41, Uncanny X-Men 12, Thunderbolts 15, Superior Spider-Man 18, Secret Avengers 9, and G.I. Joe number 8. And I'm so behind on my reading. I don't know what's going on with half of them, so I got to get caught up. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Thanks for sticking around through all of them. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody, you know, that responded to my trades and my sales on some of my books. You know, appreciate all the subs. Talking to you guys. You know, I got some guys on here that I really click with. That I really consider, you know, all you guys, you know, friends. You know, I love hearing everybody's stories. You know, but anyway, just hope you guys having a good day and have a good week. And I'll probably do another one if that other box ever shows the hell up. We just got a bunch of Iron Mans in there that I didn't pay $1 for. So I'm really ready to get that box in. So have a good day, and I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.